Howdy everyone, Cowy Average Sim Racer here. We are at Circuit Zolder for round 3 of the official V8 Supercars series. And quali is about to begin. Alright. Now, it's a technical track, this one. It's very easy to get it wrong, I'll say that. But I've actually found I'm liking it.
It exits clear. Okay, Andrew, we've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
I did one of the fixed series races earlier today. I mean, it was only like 10% the race or something, but got a P2 for the race, and now I'm sort of able to jump on a VRS setup that I've sort of played around with a little bit. I think I just increased the negative camber a little bit on the rear tyres. Obviously for quali I've taken fuel out of it and just stiffened it up a little, but we'll see how she goes. Alright, so it looks like there is 2 splits tonight. We are car number 6 by the looks of it. It's the bottom split. So I'll have to see how we go. I think there's a couple of names there that I recognise. It looks like there's a few different guys as well. A few guys I haven't seen in a while, like Roy. He's pretty quick. So we'll see how it goes. But as per usual, guys, always sort of practice the, way you need to drive it. Hey Josh, how you going, buddy? Didn't want to race this one tonight, buddy, or did you do one of the earlier ones? Alright. Let's get ready. So I'll see you now. Ideally somewhere in the 1:30 is what I'm going to be trying to get, aim for here. So we'll see how we go. Alright. I've got to turn in alright there. Don't go too wide. Looks like we lost someone already. The disconnect. And gave up a bit of time there. Going to give up more time here with that. Did I completely miss where to brake there? Okay. So this lap is not going to count. Not fast enough for this stuff. Oh man, it's bottom split. Got to be in it to win it. But it's all about practice, man. Alright, and as you can see there, I can stuff it up just as easily as someone else. And now it puts a bit more pressure on this lap. So I need to make sure this one counts now. Alright. Alright, let's try and make this one count. The thing is now, I'm not worried about this one being a super quick one. I just want it to be a nice clean one, Making sure I didn't get it wrong this time. definitely compromised this lap. Second slower than where I should be, but anyway. Can't fuck it now. Just got to make it count.
That's a new fastest lap for Shannon, 1:30.22.
Oh, well, not my best performance in qualifying, guys. Yeah, that's horrible. That is horrible. Should have been in the 30s, not even the 31s, not the 32s. Well, that's what happens. How much do I reckon my setup's worth? 15 probably. PC, maybe a little bit more. Some of the stuff I certainly bought second hand. But yeah, probably in Australian dollars, probably about, you know, between 15 and 20,000. But, you know, that's built up over a bit of time. But, you know, the moment you start talking direct drive and wheels and then other wheels that I've got over there, it starts to add up. You know, each of the shifters is worth a couple of grand on their own. But, you know, I love it. I enjoy the passion that we all have for sim racing, and I was in, you know, an opportunity to be able to, you know, save up money. So I haven't, you know, got any loans for any of this sort of stuff. It's all sort of what I've saved myself. So I think that front is supposed to be that. Yeah, I think I stuffed it before. It should be at 7, I think. Alright. Yeah, well, you're right, Craig. I was doing better in practice. My nephew, Craig, is sitting behind me on the couch. But, you know, that's what happens. You get the pressure of the qualifying moment, and that's when you've got to put it all on the line. And it's easy to stuff it up, I suppose. And the problem was, is I stuffed that first lap, and I just completely missed where to brake. You know, but, oh well. But when I stuffed that, then the next lap I'm trying to make sure it counts, so I'm not starting 20th, you know. I'd start in the middle somewhere rather than starting right at the back. Alright, I believe we've got the right setup on now. It's a 30 lap race tonight. On the fixed setup, I think it was a 20 lap race, and I pitted about halfway. So probably going to look to do the same here. There will be an undercut on for sure if you can get it right. So we might look at a lap early, but again, you know, it's really easy to chew up those second tyres and then struggle really at the end of the race too. So, but we'll have to just play it by ear and see how everyone else plays it. Hey Heath. Alright. Well, we shall see how we go. I like this place. It's a pretty good track actually. Enjoying racing here. I've only done one race here. I enjoyed that race here. I suppose we'll see, you know, how well I do tonight. We'll probably decide on how well I enjoy it tonight. Nah, not really. For me, it's all about the battles. So I'm right in the thick of it again by the looks of it. So I'll have to see how we go. Hopefully we can get a half decent start. Oh, look, it does, man. You know, when you know, start spending money and get into this hobby, she can be a bit of a money pit. But I suppose I was a bit lucky in the way that I had the money saved up, and I had a pretty basic G27 set up, you know, homemade rig, and that when I first was doing sim racing. So when I decided to go into it full hog, I had already saved up that money, and then I had a bit more information. Still made a couple of mistakes with my rig and that, but I've fixed them since. But, you know, the problem is if you go in and then you want to upgrade later on, you end up throwing away money on that upgrade. Oh,
Okay, Andrew, you ready? Go, nail it.
well, we got a pretty good start, but we had to go inside then. Oh,
You're right.
I got tapped up the butt, I think. I don't think I've got a wing either. Oh, that's going to make it interesting. I think I lost my rear wing. I lost my rear wing, didn't I?
Starts okay.
Alright. It's going to make it a tricky race now. Oh, at least he apologised. But doesn't really help me here. I'll have to see how the car performs with no rear wing. I think we might soften the rear bars, just because we're not going to have any grip in the rear. Yeah, motion, you bastard. There, I might go motion down the track, but I reckon it might be one of those things that'll probably makes it harder for you to drive. Right, he's holding me up now, so I need to try and get past him. There's nowhere to go past there. Oh no, that's going to be a slowdown. Yep. Yeah, I was trying to hold that position with the slowdown, but it just didn't happen. Alright, so we're back where we started now, after a pretty good start. But the car is it's definitely going to make it hard to be full pace. Let's see if we can catch them up here. We've actually got alright pace with that wing missing so far. And the car doesn't feel horrible. I'm just being pretty careful on, you know, how I brake. Alright, so according to race laps, we need to finish in front of these guys to not lose iRating. Oh, one's gone. Alright.
Eighth place. That's the fastest lap. The lap time was 1:32.32.
Alright, well we're closing back in, but another off track. Don't die. Jesus.
Just keep watching the lines.
Alright. You wouldn't believe that in the fixed race today I had a 0x. I'm already at 6x now. Mind you, 4 of them weren't my fault. Alright. There we go.
The fastest lap for Harding on 13.77.
Alright, so oil pressure seems fine. Gauge is a bit wonky. But we just don't have the pace without that wing, I think. Just can't carry quite the pace that I wanted through the corners. Especially a big sweeper like this. Oh, that would have been close to a slowdown there too. Alright, put a bit of pressure on him now. So we got the inside here. No, would be a bit brave to do that. And the last thing I want to do is take him out. I want to race clean. Might have a run on him here though.
Left side. Clear left.
Yep, got him there.
Well done.
Alright.
Keep it up.
Now the one problem I found out with this track too, there's not a lot of places you can take a bloody drink around here. Because all the straights are like fairly short. So I'll probably be waiting to have a drink until I come in the pits, maybe.
Get behind increased to 1.2 seconds. E7.
We've got 10 seconds to the guys in front of us. Could be a lonely race here for a bit, so I might be chatting to you boys, you guys out there. So make sure you put your comments in the chat, and of course, if you're not a subscriber, please hit the like button and give me a subscribe, because it really helps. I mean, I'm nowhere at the point of being monetized just yet, but you know, glad to see there's quite a few of you that are interested in the content that I'm putting out. Oh, that was a bit shaky. Just half locked a rear then. One of the things that might start happening is because I've got no rear wing, I might chew up those rear tyres a bit more maybe, I don't know. You'd think it'd be the other way around, wouldn't you? But... Hey Reese, still working buddy? Still got you out in the middle of nowhere? I don't know if you can see yet guys, but I'm driving around with half a car while I'm missing the rear wing. It got taken off me in T1 on lap 1. Yeah, we're about a second off the pace as a result, I think. Yeah, not having a rear wing does sort of hurt the car a little. 3-week swing after enough. Alright, so what, coming at the end of lap 8, 23 to go. At the moment, we're not really, it's only really got Sazbol behind me. Alright, so we're not making any time on the guys in front of us, so this is all about damage control tonight. So we're just going to keep an eye on the guys behind us. And of course, if any of the front runners do make a mistake and fall back into my clutches, all well and good. But I'm definitely not going to be challenging them tonight with a missing a rear wing. I mean, so far the car still doesn't feel terrible to drive. Like, it's not like the rear end is stepping out on me or anything. It just seems, you know, like the way iRacing deals with damage is just to slow the car down so you don't quite have the same pace, you know, as you would with an undamaged car. Yeah, I haven't actually watched it yet, Reese, to see what happened to Harry. Yeah, I was gonna. Oh, okay, I was right. Whoa. I was gonna try and race it, and then I sort of forgot I'd promised Mum I'd watch the grand final with her, the NRL. So I sort of had to pull out at the last minute doing the Sandown special event. I heard it was really good. You'll probably note that I'm not sort of being quite as aggressive on those curbs at the moment either. Considering the car's copped some damage, I don't want to hurt it even more. And really, at this point in time, my out and out quality lap pace is not really a thing I'm trying to push. But just giving up way too much speed to catch the guys up in front, because they're still doing 31s. And I'm in the 33s and even less now. Like, you know, that lap there didn't feel like it was a terrible lap, but it's like 1.5 seconds down on my best, and my best is nowhere near where what it should be. Alright.
For a second off the pace in sector 1.
Oh, that's better. A bit more purpose in my driving through that section. I thought about trying to get a drink there. This is probably the only spot you could try and do it, I reckon. Oh, I can feel the rear starting to get a little bit taily. So I'm going to just soften both my bars.
Incident in the hairpin. It looks like Taylor and Shannon. Okay, Andrew, the next car is Shannon.
Oh, boys, I've had a big moment. Don't know what happened there. We might see. We can see what happened to that. We're going to go through the incidents at the end of the race. Oh, okay. Craig's trying to help me out to get my drink. That's all right, man. I'm going to pit soon, so I'll grab it when I go into the pits.
1.04, sector 2 is 1 off the pace. Shannon, the gap is now 11 seconds.
I wonder if that was an incident with a back marker. See how easily he lets me through. Okay. Cool, let me through. Thanks, man. I wasn't sure if he was going to fight it there or not. But he was entitled to not, you know, give up too much speed in doing so. Oh, that was a bit close. I'd actually think of pitting a lap earlier if I thought it was actually going to help fix the car, but I don't think he can fix the wing that quick. So certainly no fast repairs in the official series, not like we get in SRW. I feel like I've looked after these tyres alright, so I might just keep going a little bit more. Like, I mean, I'm no chance of catching the guys up in front. Not unless they make a, you know, bunch of mistakes, really. Sector 2 is where I'm giving up a heap of time because I just don't have that frontline speed. Oh, no, that's better. Oh, be careful, don't want to ping the motor. Well, we might go one more. Pit right on halfway, I think.
Alright, Andrew, there's a car exiting the pit, heads up. That was a 132.29. That's your quickest lap of this session.
I almost want to go an extra lap. I mean, these tyres feel pretty good. I've got no real threat behind me. In the end, guys, this is probably going to be one of my more boring streams. You know, it's sort of... The rear wing has taken my pace away, and I'm sort of caught in the middle. And maybe my qualifying should be more to blame, because I should have been somewhere near the front. And I had to butcher my qualifying. Alright.
There's an incidental big spot. Shannon, in front just pitting.
Alright. Let's go one more lap. Nah, can't. Just can't do it quick enough.
Seconds. Turn 1. Looks like it's Simmons. P2. Okay, Andrew, we're halfway home. Should be about 6 laps remaining on this tank. That lap was at 133.07.
Thanks, Pete. Alright, we're going into the pits this lap. We said about 30 litres, I think I worked out, is all I need. So we'll see what crew chief wants to put in. Alright, so let's line up the pits and see if we can avoid what I did on my training video.
Okay, Andrew, look fueling into the end of the race.
Now it's putting 31 litres in. I'm going to change that to 30, so I was pretty right. $55 seconds of optional repairs. Not going to have many of them happen. was rushing to get out then, but it looks like it's a back ranker, so they...
Okay, Andrew, you're really
Oh!
the gap's now 50.
Bit of a moment there.
Turn 3. You think it might be Taylor?
Oh, you missed out, Jay. Unlucky last week, buddy, where you blew up the motor.
The first chicane.
Was that someone blowing up a motor? Oh, he's just getting out of my way. Oh, that was a little bit of a pop there too. I gotta be careful myself, man. I'm actually missing my rear wing, man, from an incident that happened right at the start of the race. So the car's a bit wounded already. So, really just trying to sort of bring this one home and snag whatever points I can out of it, I suppose. Yeah, I wish I had the car to be able to send it, because that little hit at the start of the race, just that rear wing, I mean, it doesn't feel like the car's horrible or anything, but it's just down on a little bit of pace, you know.
V8. Car behind's pitting now.
Right, so we're in P8 at the end of the cycle, the pit cycles. We'll have a look and see how close we are, if we're anywhere near a battle. Oh, she's a little slippy there. Just let the car do what it wanted to do there for a moment. Thought I was going to lock up then or lose the rear if I went down at first then. That's why I just went a bit deeper. Oh, you got to have dinner with the family, buddy. You know. I didn't race in the Sandown 50 over Sandown special event for SRW last night because I sort of promised Mum I'd watch the footy. So she wasn't feeling the best, so she needed a bit of cheering up. So.
Time was at 1:32.34.
Alright. That's where I can do it. And it's got to be economy of motion. If I don't get the can with the first grab, forget about it. Yeah, this track it's rather interesting. Quite technical at times and really easy to make a big mistake, I suppose. It's one of those places.
Yellow flag.
Oh, what happened here? Oh, it's a, oh, that curve almost caught me out then. Oh, that was a hair breadth from the rear of the car sliding around on me then. Treat it with respect, Andrew. Woo. That was close. I was going to say, Sazbol, he hasn't pitted yet. So at the moment, Racelab says we're running 8, and I'm going to lose 4 iRating. I think Sazbowler's got my 7th position at the moment, which is my positive iRating threshold. Oh, okay, we kept it in there somehow. Might just move that brake bias forward 1 notch. Oh, P6, something has happened there, so this bolt, oh, he's probably gone into the pits maybe. That's why you keep running in these. A Ferris shifter. Okay, is that one of the H-pattern ones?
7th position.
Or is that sequential? Trying to think of the Ferris one. Probably seen it. I've researched just about, you know, not everything that's out there in Sim Racing, but a good chunk of it I've looked at it. Yeah, this is not for position, unfortunately. Dean's like 20 seconds in front of me, so I'm not catching him.
Fastest lap for Harding, 13.65.
Thanks again, Peter.
On your right. Clear right.
Sequential, cool. I've heard of the Frex one. I hadn't heard of Ferris, that's all. Alright, so we are in 7th position now. And unless the guys in front make a mistake or we make a mistake, it's probably where I'm going to end up staying. I've got 9 laps to go, including this one.
There's an incident in X-Box.
I have no idea which corner Xbox is, but I think it's somewhere up around here. Might be T1. It is sort of one of those corners where it's very easy to run wide. Ah, no, off track. Oh, or death. Whew. Surname of the bloke that makes them. Oh, man, I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on it when you get it. I absolutely love my Jinx, but I understand that they're expensive bit of kit. Bruce, my mate, he's got the Quafe sequential Pro Sim Lite, I think it's called. And he said that feels really good. Feels like you're engaging a gear a lot more than the Jinx. But I think for the supercar, the Jinx is just, you know, perfect for what I need. I can bash the shit out of it, and it, I'm not worried about breaking it. Oh. Well, we've got no one to play with at the moment. 7 laps to go.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.3.
7 laps to go. We have
0.9 off the pace.
7.2 laps worth of fuel. So we are good. Always a good idea to check that, so that you know that you're not going to run out. Or if you're going to do some fuel saving, you want to, you know, do a little bit over a lot of laps rather than have to do a shitload of it on one lap. We've been pretty consistent with speed. Like, I mean, it's been pretty much the same the whole race in those sort of 33, 32s. Sort of now that I've got a handle on how the car's behaving, you know, I've pushed it a little bit in a couple of places. And it is one of those things, sometimes when, you know, when you haven't got that rear wing, or you know, lose a bonnet or whatever, what it means is suddenly the car doesn't have as much power, which means you can actually brake deeper because you're not going quite as fast. And sometimes that can be the difference to hold on positions. I remember my teammate Jerry doing that in our first year at Bathurst. With damaged car, and he's able to brake just, you know, 20 or 30 metres later, still pull it up and hold the spot at the chase. But we're about a second off the pace at the moment. And I'm not saying that I would necessarily catch these guys, because I know Darren, he's a little bit quicker than me. We used to be anyway. Roy Clark I know is quick, and he's running away with the win at the moment. But Roy's one of those guys that iRating should be a lot bloody higher than it is, I reckon. That's why I always think it's a bonus if you pick up a podium in one of these races, because, I mean, you can't do anything about it. And there's good drivers that just have bad string of races and suddenly will lose 500 off their iRating, and they're down in the bottom split when they probably shouldn't be, and they have a win, you know. So, I mean, it's not just people deliberately manipulating their iRating for that, though they exist as well. This is one of those things, I suppose, you know, iRacing, you know, the system they've got's not perfect, but it does seem to work, and I get to race against guys of a similar pace to me most nights, so it works alright for me. Maybe let me know in the comments if you think it works alright for you, or if you think you're constantly getting mismatched. Because I know every now and again, you know, at a certain track I'll have the pace of a 4K driver, you know, at that track. Sometimes we just gravitate to a track, or you know, our driving style suits, you know, the track suits our driving style, you know, or it's that one track where you've worked out all the little nuances and you're able to, you know, you're able to sort of repeat it lap after lap and put it on the money, you know. Like, you know, this here I've sort of been hovering around about those sort of mid 32s, low 33s every lap. So I feel like I've got a decent sort of handle, even though I went pretty deep there into that chicane. I got a nice, good, consistent pace at the moment. Oh, is that the one Hobo uses? Okay, cool. Still waiting for it, ordered back in May. He's just got a big backlog, has he? I mean, that's the thing, you know. I love supporting those backyard sim racing builders. I mean, I bought my pedals out of a guy in France, my first set of pedals. And, yeah, I mean, it's great to see guys out there trying to make a little bit of money and help out the sim racing community. But, you know, and, you know, Jinx has turned his into a bit of a business. You know, it's lots of little companies doing that, and it's great to support them. But it ends up with a big backlog, and they've, you know, find they're still doing orders from a while back. They can get, oh no, oh, jeez. See how easy it is to get that line wrong. Like as I said, you know, pace doesn't really matter. I gave up half a second there. I've got 34 seconds on Sasbol behind me. So I could probably afford a spin, not that I want it, but I've already got 6x for this race, so I'd like to avoid any more X's. In the fixed series race I did earlier today, I had a 0x. It just goes to show you. Oh, a bit of a lock up there. Oh, we might move forward again a little bit. She's getting a bit light in the rear now.
Turn 1, it looks like Taylor.
Well, 3 laps to go. We've got 3.4, 3.3 laps worth of fuel, so we're all good.
We estimate 3 laps of fuel left.
There we go. Oh, that's good.
There's an incident in the first chicane. Looks like it's Taylor.
Oh, that's behind me by the looks of it, so I don't have to worry about that. But you keep letting me know if there's any incidents going on, Jim. So I appreciate it, buddy. Oh, starting to get a little bit unstable coming in there into that chicane. Might try and soften the bars again by 1. I knew I'd missed my brake marker there, so you notice I just went a bit deeper. I can afford to, you know, throw away a second here and there. Alright, 2 to go. Alright. 1.5 laps to go. I mean, we're a bit hamstrung from the start of this race for getting tagged up the rear there into T1. Well, the guy in front broke, so I checked up, and so the guy behind me didn't brake early enough. Oh. And decided to... well, I didn't decide to do me, it was accidentally. Apologised. So that's fair enough. We know that mistakes can be made, so, you know, we can't crook at anyone. But it's definitely sort of hurt the car, and I've just struggled to match the pace of the guys up in front of me, really. Pretty much the entire race. And I think the guys behind me have just made a few mistakes. That's why they're back there. Alright. Last lap. There's Barney the flag man, waving the white flag.
One more lap to go. You've only got enough fuel for this lap. You've just done a 1:33.79.
I mean, it wasn't a terrible drive on my part, just a fairly lackluster drive because we didn't have anyone to battle with. Or close to popping it then. Geez, Andrew.
Harding is now leading.
I'll take it nice and easy through the chicane. Well, in the end, race labs are saying we're going to earn 7 iRating. So that is a pretty good recovery, I will say. With a busted rear wing of my car. And there we go.
E7, there's the checkered flag.
Ah, it's alright, Dave. I know you didn't mean it, man. Just cost me a bit of performance in the end, but, you know, shit happens. Yeah, I had to check up because the guys in front too, man. So, yeah, you can't go 3 into 1. Alright, so we're just going to try and cruise the car back to the pits. As I said, you know, I didn't used to do this, but then, you know, someone said to me, well, you know, in the end, it's based on your safety ratings basing on incidents per corner. So if you do that extra lap, might make a little bit of a difference to your safety rating. So I've started doing it. And then, of course, what we'll try and do is have a look at the incident, have a look at my start, have a look at the incidents. I actually got a pretty good start. The guy got wheel spin in front of me, so I had to cut out, and it cost me a real good launch, I think. Looks like I put just enough fuel in the car. Oh, don't move that. We've got about half a litre left.
Look out for the pit speed limit. The pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
Looks like we might just have enough to make it to my pit bay, eh? Oh, the bumpy pit lane. My butt kick is shaking a bit. Alright, well, there we go. So, let's try and have a look and see what happened at the start of the race. Okay, we're going to have to change cameras because that camera ain't going to work. Alright, so let's have a look at the start. I actually got a really good start. So did the other guys though. Yeah, I had to pop out on him. And then, yep. So I had to check up to him, and then he drilled me. So there was my wing, all gone then. Alright. So let's have a look at some of the incidents and see what else happened during the race. Okay, Jamie, he had a few adventures today. And that started on lap 1 by the looks of it there. Then off track for cutting the corner there. Oh, bit of a shimmy there, and oh, there's a bit of aggro going on there. I don't know if he cut him off. I don't know. See what happens. It's still on here. Fighting hard. Oh, and he's tagged him. Oh, and that was the end of... Who was that? Reese. Okay. I don't know, guys. What do you think there? If we go back and have a look at the previous one. So this was the first one. I think he didn't know he was there, maybe. Alright, and then if we go to the next one, I think he was just getting ready to come up the inside, and he's just clipped him. I don't think there was any malice in that, but I suppose I can leave it for you guys to judge. Alright, he's come out in front of traffic. No bonnet. Get out of the way. Okay. Alright. Alright, was this my one, or... Yep, that was my slowdown. Look at that car, busted up. Alright. That might have been a slowdown, maybe? Or just an off track? I'm going to see a lot of these incidents will be those off tracks where people are jumping the curbs. It's definitely where it pings you. There's another one. Oh, I saw that. That's right. He's put around in front of me. Oh, and there's another. That was Peter's moment. Did pretty well to keep it from hitting the wall too hard. Okay. Oh, there's off track there. Yeah, there'll be another off track. He's racking up a few of them there. Seems to be the same corner. Everyone getting that 1X. Oh, that would have been a slowdown too, that one. Same corner again. Same corner again. It's like every lap. Roy got beaten by Bryce right at the last minute. That must have been a great battle up front. Same corner again. Alright, same corner again. So we can move on for a different corner. Something happened in a different corner. Okay. That's that off track again. There we go. Oh, look at that. See that? Let's go back and have a look at that. Let's change the camera. Alright. That was the car behind. And bring it up a bit. Come out a bit. There we go. So what's happened here? Oh, he's just stuffed his brake marker. Now, I hope that wasn't a payback. Who was the car that's in front of him? Darren. I don't think Darren had anything to do with him there before. So I think is that just going to be a lock-up, I think. Let's have a look. He's just missed his brake marker by miles. Yeah. He's braking 20 metres too deep, and he's realised. And yeah, that's just unfortunate. The Darren. Alright, what can you do? Alright, so. Oh, what was that? Oh, Dave's just missed his brake marker. Oh, so good that that didn't cost Sasbol. But wow. I don't think, I think again he's just missed his brake marker. As you see here, he's trying to go up the inside. He's not deliberately trying to take the guy out. Like, there's plenty of room given there. So there's nothing deliberate in that. It's just a mistake. Alright. Oh, and it looks like he's pulled over. Is that a disconnect or something there? I wouldn't be surprised if that was a disconnect or he's had something's gone wrong with his computer there. Oh, okay, this is into the pits. Oh, maybe a bit better camera. Showed that. Off track. Oh, good slide. Same again. Oh, Steve Grumley with a tap there. Who was that on? Clement. Danny was in 14th. So that was... Yeah, look, that's the sort of stuff that I'm always a bit wary of because, you know, yeah, he's fast, but he didn't need to punt his way through the field then. He could have just lined that up a bit better, I think, you know. Because that... Oh, Peter, what happened there? Let's have a look at what happened there. We missed part of that. Okay. So he's just got on the grass. Oh, he's just got on the grass. Oh, I thought he was going to save that then. A precarious spot in the middle of the track. Looks like he got away with it. No one else coming. Alright, might just leave it on this rear camera. It's just another big off track. See that? Oh. Contact. Oh. Unfortunately, Clement should have, you know, been careful about that. He's gotten out of the way again. Oh. Okay. Oh, lost the rear, Reese. Oh, you haven't crossed the line, have you, Clement? No? Oh, we're right here, off track. Yeah, so you want to avoid that first one. Just go on the red, don't hit the white sausage curves on the first one. You get away with it. Oh, that was fishy. And Reese didn't have a... Just did well to finish 12th, I think, in the end. Uh-oh. Okay, so what's going on here? Reese just got pushed to the outside there a little bit. But I think those guys were actually the leaders, were they? Oh, no. The guys behind me. Okay. Alright. Oh, he's lost the rear, Reese. Oh, that car has not got much left in it. He's done well to get out of the way there. Oh. Uh-oh. That's the same spot. Alright. Oh, David's lost the rear. Good recovery. Oh, we'll left the curb. And, yep, that's... Alright, so this is Rick on Steve. I think Rick was entitled to that, but understeer, but yeah, that's a good move. I think Steve left the door open there. Oh, blown motor from Peter. Oh, there's the off track. Darren. there's Lockhart, that might have been a bit of a... Oh, rear of the car around from Wayne Keeley. Oh, here we go. This is Roy. Bryson Roy. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's a great move from Bryce. It was contact, but he left room. I mean, it wasn't a bump pass or anything like that. And look at that. He stole it. That was to finish the race. Oh, well done, Bryce. A nice move to finish the race on. That looks like it is the end of the incident. So yeah, mostly just off tracks there, guys. One of those things, I suppose. It's one of those races because I ended up, down the order with not a great qualifying. It sort of left me vulnerable to what happened and was unable to fight any higher. Zolder. Well, we finished P7, I think, didn't we? P7. Alright, so let's have a look at the quick look at the results and see how that panned out. So we lost 0.09 safety rating and 6 iRating gained. So I'm getting back up to near 1.9. Alright, so our biggest gainer looks like it was Bryce with 67. And a great move there at the end to get Roy. That was an awesome move. I can't see anyone here that had a big win. Our biggest loss was Luke Traher, 96 iRating. Al, that hurts. I lost 106, I think, in one of the races earlier in the week, last week. So I know what it feels like. Anyway, guys, well, I suppose we will leave my stream there. Of course, if you are enjoying the content, please give me a like and subscribe. I know tonight was one of those sort of uneventful races, I suppose, in the end. Just trying to keep the car straight after copping that damage at the start. But that is racing, so hopefully we can have a nice, exciting one next week and have you all come back watching in droves. But anyway, guys, this is Cowy, Average Sim Racer, signing off. Have a great night. And we'll see you next time.